everybody, it's Donna from Tarot doing another deck review. We have a special one, and I want to make sure that this is fully recording before I do this. Oh, and make sure the volume on that is off. Because I want you to see this. This is awesome. This is the Necronomicon. I knew I was going to say it wrong. Necronomicon tarot deck. It's an awesome cover, everything about it, and I did do a sneak peek and a couple other reviews. I admit it. I had to, because I was like, ooh. And I've done that with a couple of texts now, because I had to know. I have all written now, it's based upon the writings of horror fiction writer H.P. Lovecraft. And this deck, which I use sometimes, but it's a little creepy-eepy. Cthulhu Tarot is based on the same thing, on the writings of H.P. Lovecraft, who is a horror fiction writer from back in the day. His work is considered classic. So, because I have not read his work, I got this today, because I actually want to understand. So, as I review this deck, I will not be saying, oh, here's the such and such from such and such. I can't do that because right now I can't relate. I'm a tarot reader who bought this deck going, oh my God, I've been drawn to get this deck for the last, I don't know, 15 times I've gone to this particular bookstore. And I've been drawn to get this deck and I didn't. Now there's two different Necronomicon decks. The other one, I forget who it's by, but it comes in the big kit. It comes in the, I'll show you the kit that looks like this style, right? The one that's usually around $32 right now, as of right now. If you go to any of the bookstores, typically these type of kits are about $25, and or not kit, but decks are about $25, and then these kit type decks are about $32. Yeah, it's about $7 difference for like the extra booklet, larger booklet and everything. So, the Necronomicon. I'm excited. I've already seen, and I do know that this has really good cardstock. The other thing I noticed about these two decks, not only are they both based upon the works of H.P. Lovecraft, they have the same style of artwork, even though they're by two different artists. And I forget who the artist of this one is. And my eyes, I'm not putting on the freaking, I'm not doing it, no, I'm not. But it's by two different companies too. This is by Ultra Pro, and this one is by, oh damn it, I am gonna have it on. Alright, so this is me putting on my, I'm not vain glasses, even though I am. But this one is by Insight Editions. Since I have them on, the artwork by this one, well, I guess I gotta open it up, because I don't want to tell you wrong. If you are interested in getting any, like if you're interested in getting this other deck, I want you, okay, so art by Jacob Walker and guidebook by Amanda Stromsness and Rachel Kent. But it's put up by, this other one, the Cthulhu one, is by Ultra Pro Entertainment. And it's interesting because this is their Queen of Wands, the Cthulhu one. So it gives you an idea of the artwork for that deck, and it's based on the same writer's works. So let's get this going. Let's crack it open. I had a choice between this one and the other deck, and I forget who makes the other deck, but it comes in the kit. The artwork is more artistic looking. This is more, I want to say comic book almost style, just like this other deck. So, let's see. Let's crack it open. This has now become my deck review instrument. Alright, so it says, here we go. It says, let the Necronomicon guide you with this epic tarot deck and accompanying book filled with a stunning original artwork inspired by the dark, fantastical visions of H.P. Lovecraft. And it says, written by Christopher March and illustrated by James Bosema. I think that's it. Alright, so I like this because it's raised. This, I don't know if you can't see it probably, but it's raised. It's kind of cool. I like it. So let's see what we have. It's nothing. It's just, it's sticking up. It's raised on the inside, but towards the inside or towards the outside. You know what I mean. So this is what we see so far. Here's the guidebook. Decent size ones, decent thickness. I like the style of, look at this. It's not, it shows a nice picture. I like the paper. It looks old. It looks like, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks very old style. I like that. I do. And they're very to the point. It's not real wordy. So everything, if you can see that, for example, okay, so the Knight of Torches, I guess that would be the Knight of Wands, okay. It says, upright, someone energetic, passionate, brave, and spirited is ready to go on an adventure with you, or you may be the person inspiring others. The reversal of that is you have to find the bravery and fire within and be prepared to help others too. Interesting. So you already have the bravery upright, but you have to dig deep for it when it's in reverse. The Knight of Wands. So, books. Okay, so science is interesting. 17. Hold on a second. So the moon is madness. I can already see before I even look at the cards. The moon is called madness. I was trying to remember. 17. What is 17? Oh, I don't remember. 16. Sins of the ancestors. This is interesting. And now I'm going to be called upon to remember which is which. Okay. Corruption. That's 15. I believe that is the devil. Is that the devil? I think that's the devil. Contamination. Now see, I'm going to have to, here's the death card. At least the death card is called the death card. But I already remembered that one. 13 is the death card. But, okay, so sacrifice is easy. That's the hangman. All right, so let's crack them open because I don't remember the order of certain cards. 14, I believe, is temperance. 13 is the devil, but 8 is the strength card. But let's just see. I forget what 17 is, but that is science. I have a hair in my mouth. Awesome. All right, so let's get to it. Look at this. This is the back. Okay, and they're not all tied together with plastic, but so here's the back of each of them, and it's a very it definitely looks a lot like this other deck, the Cthulhu deck. I'm going to keep comparing it because they're very similar. This is the Cthulhu deck back, and see the style of artwork. The style of artwork is the same. A lot of emphasis on that lime green. Lime green and I don't know what, like it's almost like a Halloween green. I don't know what you call that. So this is their version of the Fool. All right, so you have the Fool, the Magician, which they call manipulation. And actually, I feel like I should do the Major Arcana first. All right, so let's do it this way. All right, so Fool. Oh, I like the cardstock. It's nice and thick. Can you see that? It's not, I like it. Now, if you're doing rifle shuffling, it might be a little bit much, but it's going to hold up. So, Magician is manipulation. Imagination. Emperor? Keister, we hear you, honey. So you're going to hear four-wheelers, you're going to hear barking dogs, complaining cats and cats that eat really loud. Um, okay, so yeah, this would be the Emperor. It's called Imagination. The Empress is called Growth. What a deck. What a deck. Look at it, like the cards all together. It does look creepy, doesn't it? It's very creepy. Authority. Hierophant. Actually, no, Hierophant is... Okay, so the 5th is Hierophant. It's called Knowledge. I'm going to be completely lost here. Authority is the 4th card. I want to say the High Priestess. Knowledge. Aliens. That's... Okay, so the 6th card I know is the Lovers. Why did it... It's called Aliens. That's the Lovers. Violence. You see where this deck is going, right? It's definitely creepy eepy. So how is the Strength card Desire? This is going to make readings very interesting. The Hermit card is Solitude. I believe the Justice card is a 10th, so change. All right, change. Or is that the... No, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Then this will be the Justice card, right? Guilty or Truth. Man, that really tests you if you don't remember what number is what. Hangman is Sacrifice. Baby. Baby. Hold on a second. The Death card. They actually call it the Death card. You just want to eat his food too. I know. It's like a bottomless pit. Contamination. I want to say 14 is Temperance. I think it is the Temperance card. Corruption. That'd be the Devil. Sins of the Ancestors. I think it's the Tower. Science. All right, well, the Moon card is called Madness. The Sun is called Shame and Decay. Wow. Puts a total positive spin on everything, doesn't it? Interesting. We have Chaos. So that will be the Tower. Okay, so here's the Tower. I cannot remember the numbers. Oh my god. If I'd known it was going to be like this, I would have had like a cheat sheet. So then there's the Void. Actually, you know what? 20 is the Judgment card, I believe. Which means that 21 is the World, so it's called the Void. You have the King of Books. Okay, our books. Before I go any further, make sure books, I want to say that's... Is that Pentacles? Wow, they have it. It's totally different than what I'm expecting. And I know I looked at a couple of videos and I forgot. Okay, torches. So I believe books. No, books would be swords. So you have books of swords. Torches is wands. Beakers is cups. And Pentacles is Pentacles. That's right. Okay, so, oh my god. So swords. It starts off with the King of Swords first. So it kind of goes in reverse of what I'm used to. So we're going to do those. do the whole suit together. Wow, that's a lot. Is it in order? Okay, yeah. All right, so King of Books, which is swords. Queen. The Knight of Swords. That does not look like a Knight of Swords at all. He is not rushing anywhere to do anything to anyone. And then the Page of Swords. Ace of Swords or Ace of Books. The 2. The 3 of Swords or Books. 4. The 5. You see this? Wait, my hands look all wrinkly. The 6. The 7. Ooh, and it looks like they're trying to get away with something, doesn't it? The 8. 9 of Swords. Losing sleep over something. And the 10 of Swords. Being done. Something ending. Alright, so then we have torches, which is, back it up, which is wands. Okay, so we have torches, aka wands. The King of Wands or torches. The Queen. The Knight. I'm gonna whoop that cat's behind. He's just determined. He's literally like a bottomless pit. He cannot eat enough. The Page of Wands or torches. The Ace. The 2. Actually, look at that. I like that. Deciding which way to go. The 3 of Wands or torches. 4. Quite sure how to see that. Usually I see it as a home, stability, a wedding celebration. Unless they're like, you know, lighting the path for everybody. I don't know. I'll have to look at the book. 5 of torches or wands. The fight. The challenge. The competition. Usually it's a fight. The 6 of wands. Hey D. The 6 of wands. The 7. What a deck, man. This is the wildest deck. It's perfect for Halloween. Perfect. 8 of wands or torches. I'm telling you, it has the same artwork as the Cthulhu deck. This is the Page of Wands in the Cthulhu deck. Right? Same thing. 9 of wands. And the 10 of wands. The burden. And then we have beakers, which is, okay, here we go, which is cups. Cups is beakers. So in this deck, we have the King of Cups. Very witchy look. It does, right? Very, yeah, very much. The King of Beakers or Cups. Oh, look at the back. Did you see the back? All right, so, I was talking to Dee, by the way. Queen of Beakers, Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Oh, he really is testing my patience. He jumped on the stove. He knows I can't do anything about it because I'm doing a recording. Oh my God. And because it's a deck review, I'm not going to stop. It's all right. I have something for him. Where is it? Yeah, better enjoy it now. Page of Cups. Beakers. Ace. Two. Yeah, he is smart. He's a crafty little sucker. It's all right. Three of Cups or Beakers. Four of Cups. Look at that. Look at that. Four of Cups. That is a crazy looking Four of Cups. Five. I guess disappointment because you broke it and cut your hand. Six. Look how it's on the swing. They're on that swing, like, and this almost makes me think of, like, you know, swirling, memories swirling. It's kind of cool. Seven of Cups or Beakers. Yeah, you know what? Delusions of grandeur. That's what I'm thinking. Delusions. It's illusionary. And Seven of Cups can be delusions. Eight of Beakers or Cups. Walking away. The Nine of Cups. Oh, and I got low power mode. Ugh. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to hurry it up. So the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Beakers or Cups. And we have Pentacles. And they actually say Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. That is an interesting king. Very creepy looking. The Queen of Pentacles. Look at her hands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And he drew a pentacle in the snow. The Page of Pentacles. We have the Ace. And I actually really like that. It looks like a gem. That's pretty cool. The Two. The card of things being up in the air. The Three of Pentacles, working together. Deciding which way to go together. Planning a strategy, maybe. This is really how much? It was $24.99 at Books A Million. Four Pentacles. I actually do like the artwork on this one, because the artwork on the Cthulhu one was just creepy. It just beyond creepy. Cool looking deck, but I mean, as far as like the backs and everything, but wow. Five of Pentacles. The part of being left out in the cold. This deck just came out too. Six of Pentacles. Making things right, or righting a wrong, or I don't know, being generous. What's the other word I'm thinking? Charitable. Lending a helping hand. That's what it is. Lending a helping hand. Seven of Pentacles. Seeing the growth. Eight of Pentacles. Working hard. And what in the heck? Look at this picture. What do you see? You see someone's hand reaching out. It's a little creepy. The Nine of Pentacles. The card of having it all, or you know, being good on your own, not being codependent or anything like that. And then the Ten of Pentacles. So I like the deck. It's very sturdy. I like the obviously the box it comes in. They, you know, they've kind of gotten hip to the fact that people like sturdy ways to, you know, to store them. We don't like those little flimsy, flippy, thin cardboard things. I don't rifle shuffle because I don't want to destroy my cards. And I've tried rifle shuffling, and it's something that A, I'm not great at, and B, after finding out that it's a good way to destroy your cards, I don't want to become good at it, because then I would be tearing my cards up. But as far as, I mean, it shuffles well, it just shuffles like the Cthulhu deck. I'm going to keep comparing these two decks because they remind me so much of each other. Here's the Cthulhu deck next to the Necronomicon deck. Necronomicon is just a hair thicker. The cardstock is just a hair thicker. It shuffles well. I'm willing to bet that they have in here, they probably, I gotta be careful because I have low battery. They probably have, let's see, the table of contents, I'm gonna read it to you. Okay, so it has the introduction, understanding your tarot deck, then it explains the major arcana, then it goes into the minor. Tarot readings, caring for your deck, preparing to read tarot, the spreads. So I can tell you from my own looking into this, the Necronomicon is a fictional book. It doesn't exist. It is a book, I should have said this in the very beginning, but it is a book that was created in a story. It was put into a story. It was a creation in a story by H.P. Lovecraft. And then other writers started incorporating it into their stories. So then it kind of took on this, I don't know, it got a reputation, and before you know it, people actually began to believe that it exists. It does not exist. The Necronomicon is a fictional book, a grimoire of spells, and it's called the Book of the Dead, and it's supposed to be written by a ancient Egyptian guy, and it doesn't exist. So I probably should have mentioned at the very beginning, but now I'm almost wondering if I should paint the spines of it, because the cards are black, and I feel like the spines should be black as well. So I'm tempted to do to this what I did to my Radiant Wise deck, because I took a black marker, went over the spine. I can either do it black or I can do it in gold. So should I do black or gold? I don't know. Either one would work good for these cards, because it has gold. What does it say? That's the first thing I thought of the original Book of the Dead. Yeah, because that's what I should have mentioned that at the very beginning. But that's what that means. It's called the Book of the Dead, but it's not a real book. So knowledge on the bottom. So that one is the Hierophant. So it shuffles well. I like that. And the way that I pull cards, I'll shuffle like this, and then I pull from the center. So I'll set it down. I don't know if you can actually see. I'll set it down, and I'll pull from the underside. So whatever card is here, these are really thick. Oh my lord. That's gonna take a little getting used to. So the Ace of Books will be the Ace of Swords. So actually, I think using my style of shuffling, and I know the battery's about to go, but what will this tarot deck be good for? What is this tarot deck good for? What are its strengths? What's it good for? What's it good for? And I'm going to pull from the center. They are super thick. Holy crap. King of Beakers. So okay, so that's the King of Cups. This is the card that's answering what the deck is good for. I almost feel like, see how it looks like he's looking into other worlds, like he's aware of He's perceptive of all the different worlds. So I think it has to do with your bringing you to a place of really honing your intuition. Even though, I love the card, yeah. Even though it's not the High Priestess, because that's usually a card of, your intuition, but see how he's able to see, like, he's able to pick up and detect on, I don't know, maybe connecting to spirits, connecting to other worlds. Is that a possibility, being able to pick up the messages from other worlds? Communication, because remember the Ace of Books came out, so that's communication. So if that's what the deck is good for, how do we best use this particular deck? How do we best use this particular deck? Let's see what it says. How do we use this particular deck? I can kind of guess. I mean, I will. If it says Six of Wands, I will laugh. Four of Books, Four Swords, reflection. It's quite open to more interpretation, I guess. So, I mean, knowledge and reflection. So this is good for reflection. Okay. Maybe not so much tarot channels then. I do like this though. Is there anything else I want to ask it for? We aren't asked what its strengths are, what it's good for. Who is going to most benefit from this deck? That's an interesting question, isn't it? Who's most going to benefit from this deck? Let's see what it says. Who is most going to benefit from this deck? Anyone who is undecided or indecisive or has a hard time making a decision. That makes sense. Two of Swords. Anybody who's having a hard time making a decision because their emotions are clouding their judgment. Totally makes sense. All right, and what's on the bottom? Just out of curiosity. Sins of the Ancestors. What is that? Dagnabbit. Now I gotta look it up. All right, and I know my battery's going. Gotta be careful. So what is Sins of the Ancestors? That is 16. What is 16? I forget what card 16 is. Dagnabbit. All right. You're seeing me like kind of panic because I don't want my battery to go down. The Tower. Oh, okay. Good to know. All right, so this is the Tower card. So big changes. Hopefully it doesn't bring chaos in your life. I would like it to not do that. But big changes. So brings about big changes. It's definitely a shocking deck. Let's put it that way. All right. With that said, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like it, feel free to hit the like button, comment, share, whatever makes you happy. Do you have any thoughts on this? Feel free to share them in the comment section. Also, there are other tarot deck reviews in the playlist called Random. The Tower has been very prominent. It has big changes. But, change is inevitable. And you know what? I just thought of something. The planet of big unexpected changes, which is Uranus, has been going through the sign of Taurus tropically in the tropical zodiac. It's still in Aries in the sidereal zodiac, but yeah, so it's going through our foundations, which also is Capricorn. But anything that has to do with stability, money, finance, our comforts. All right. So with that said, thank you, Dee, by the way. Thank you, love y'all, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, bye.